Cheez-Its Elite Cracker or chip?
That's a cracker, definitely.
Okay.
A cracker.
Elite Crackers, chicken biscuits.
That phrase, elite crackers. I went Christian McCaffrey immediately. I wasn't even thinking about food.
But
Greatest cracker of all time.
it took a second.
We can't just have all giants. What kind of small guys?
Like, he's got to get him. He's got to get him.
We got to pack it up.
Because if we don't get it, somebody else is going to get it.
And drink straight out the bottle.
Cheers.
Bing, bing.
Welcome to the Who Up and Knows podcast, the greatest podcast in the world. Presented to you by Brew Bros. We got Aaron Poole, a.k.a. Pooley, Just Dave, Dave Rainey, and Patty V.
What's up?
That's it. What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
That's too much, man.
Life, man.
Yeah, that was a very underwhelming beginning.
Like full disclosure, I told Aaron while you were out the room, I'm gonna need y'all to carry this one.
Oh goodness,
Just one of those days. But
Depressed
once we get going,
I think we'll be fine. Last week I was calling you out on how depressing you were and how negative the things you were saying were, but none of it came through because the episodes.
I don't remember that, to be honest with you. Was that?
I think there was like one or two parts where I was just like, damn, Dave, like everything you're saying is just negative.
No, this was when you called me out for for not wanting to eat the food, but just wanting to die when I'm the last man on earth.
That's what it was. I was like, bro, why are you so depressing? That is what it is. We'll carry Dave tonight. We're back though, and we can actually hear all three of us. So that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. Hopefully with deep, beautiful voices. Welcome to the Whoever Knows podcast. This is Patty V. What are we going to talk about tonight, guys? I feel like a lot has happened in the last week. There's probably a million things to talk about.
Who wants to go first?
Just shout it out. And we'll just.
We can start out. We started with the food topic last time. You want to start with the food topic?
I like starting with the food topic.
Let's
That
do
always
it.
seems to get us going. All right, so you already know. Did you see the?
Oh yeah, but keep going.
Okay, the
Just click.
I guess it's the best. It was by whose list was this? USA Today was who it was. Best fast food chains in America. I guess they do this every year. Apparently, the headline topic or the headline that got everybody's attention was that Chick-fil-A dropped from 1 to 3.
Yeah, wild.
Did you see the list?
I saw some of the list. I've never eaten at Del Taco.
Okay, yeah. So Chick-fil-A was 1 last year, dropped to 3 this year, replaced by Del Taco, which, to be fair, never had it. We don't even have one anywhere near us as far as I know.
I think they're in Texas.
Then
Pretty sure.
KFC comes in at number 2.
Weird.
So let's discuss the top 3, and then we'll finish out the list and give some thoughts.
There ain't no way that the Colonel's chicken is better than the Lord's chicken. First of all,
yeah.
ain't no damn way. I'm just say that
they got KFC in the top 3. KFC might not even be in the top 3 of chicken. Fast food.
It might not even be in the top 4 if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I don't know if I'd have Chick-fil-A if we're just talking chicken.
Oh yeah, I mean that's fair.
I don't know if Chick-fil-A is the number 1, but as far as fast food chicken restaurants, it's got to be Chick-fil-A, right?
Chick-fil-A is known for just being the best. Like, my pleasure.
Yeah,
Like, my pleasure.
I feel like they started the 2 drive-through trend.
Yeah,
and they got Cane's is like starting to remodel all of theirs, and they're doing the 2 drive-throughs.
Yeah,
and everybody's starting to do the Chick-fil-A thing. So they're like trendsetters in a way, also.
yeah. Is it that they've just been so good for so long and the bar is so high that it's like, what else do they do? You got to now you move down a peg. It's like boring. It's like when the Patriots win in the Super Bowl every year. It's like, come on, can we get somebody else in here?
That's fair. Are you a KFC fan?
I was. I mean, I definitely don't hate KFC, but to have it at 2 is just absolutely wild. And then, like you said, I really haven't had Del Taco, I think, at all, but it just doesn't seem like it's big enough to be number 1. So then it makes me wonder, like, who are they going and getting these votes from? Like, who's casting the votes?
Yeah.
Del Taco is just, it seems so different from KFC and Chick-fil-A. Like, it just doesn't seem.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been in one time, but I've never eaten there.
I wonder if that's just like us thinking that, though, because there's none here.
Probably.
Like, maybe it's everywhere else, and we're just like, Del Taco.
I think it's pretty big. I feel like it's all around the United States. It's just not here.
I've seen it. Now that you say it's in Texas, I've seen them in Dallas when I've visited Dallas, but I've never been. So the rest of the list goes from 4 to 10. In-N-Out, Hardee's, Captain D's, seafood place.
I
Apparently,
feel like this list was run in like Wisconsin, like just some random dude. Hey, Will, come here, come here. You run down your favorite places, and this is what's going on USA Today.
7 Taco Bell, Popeyes, Zaxby's, and then Arby's is the
fact that Popeyes and Zaxby's are that low on the list and they're better than KFC in my brain blows my mind.
Is the
Captain D's.
Is the Popeyes thing? Because a lot of people from here will say Popeyes is not as good other places. Do you think that has something to do with it?
It might. That's actually not wrong. Like I've had Popeyes other states, and it's weird.
Because it comes,
like,
the ingredients comes from different areas, right? Depending on the location of the restaurant.
Yeah,
I guess it's who makes it, because I mean Popeyes makes it like from scratch. Like they get the flour, you got to make sure they get the seasoning right. And if you got somebody up in Wisconsin, like you said, making some Popeyes, they may not be as culturally well endowed to make us some good Popeyes like they do down here in Louisiana.
Sally ain't doing it right.
Yeah,
She's doing flour, salt, and pepper.
Yeah, we got to get some
She be
extra
getting the herbs and
spices.
spices.
this might be a hot take. In-N-Out wouldn't even be on this list for me.
Have you had it? I can't
Yeah,
definitively
it's okay.
say.
In-N-Out was one of those ones where I think I actually had like my first In-N-Out experience with you. It was like hyped up forever, and everybody was like, animal fries, this and that. I'm like, all right. And I had it, and I'm just like, this kind of sucks. Like, kind of
okay.
garbage, to be honest with you.
I don't know if I would say garbage, but it's definitely not as like hyped up as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like the greatest thing ever, and it was okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say garbage. There's nothing special about it.
Yeah.
Animal fries are okay.
So, what's your favorite burger joint? Like a fast food burger joint? We can include Five Guys in here. I know we always have that argument.
Yeah, but
That feels like a cheat code. If you can include Five Guys, I'm going Five
I
Guys.
feel like you have to include it. I know that we argue that it doesn't have a drive-through, but you literally can like walk in and pick up food in 5 minutes.
I don't. It just feels so unfair. Five Guys feels
Five
like
Guys-
it's on another level.
Five Guys is like on a different tier for me. If we take away Five Guys, I'm a big fan of Wendy's burger.
Wendy's?
Wendy's burgers not bad.
Coming from someone who worked at Wendy's, it's fresh, it's ground beef, it's not frozen. It comes in the pack with the blood, so it's legit ground patties. It's ground patties.
Also, it is true they don't put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
So, I feel like I used to say Burger King.
Yeah.
Because like Burger King,
Flame broiled.
something about that flame broiled. We don't have it here. Whataburger would be my choice.
That was going to be my choice. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
I mean, Five Guys, obviously. I love Five Guys. But pause.
It is, especially if you could start including like the sides.
Yeah.
Because Five Guys wins on their fries alone, and not even like the way they taste. The fact that you can buy the smallest one and get like an entire bag of fries.
Yeah. The problem is they're actually charging you for all those
That's
fries.
fine. Worth it.
You're paying a freaking, I don't know.
Idaho potatoes.
It's insane.
But it's fine because you only need to buy one for 2, maybe 3 people, depending on who you're with.
You're walking out of there spending $60 on 2 burgers.
My son loves the hot dogs. I've never had a Five Guys hot dog, but
I haven't either.
I wonder if it's like I don't think I had it either. I wonder if it's like a Bud Boilers type of thing where it's
sleeper pick.
yeah.
See, you just like core memory unlocked.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's been a while.
Sleeper pick, Bud's
Get
broiler
that
right
sauce. That is kind of a sleeper. You get the chili and you get
Many
the cheese
nights.
on there.
Many nights at what is now Ben's in Metairie, but same thing.
there. So, is there anything that's not on this list that you would put in there? What would be your top 3?
I don't know because I don't eat fast food.
That's true.
It's hard. Like my brain doesn't even go anywhere when you say that. I'm like, I don't know. Sorry.
I will say some of the ones on the list. You talked about hot takes.
Patty killing my topic since 2022.
You talked about hot takes about In-N-Out on the Vice on the other end. I think Arby's gets a lot of hate, and I kind of like Arby's.
I'm an Arby's one keeping them in business.
I'm keeping them in business. Give me a beef and cheddar and get some curly fries, and
the curly fries are.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like Arby's shakes and fries, unmatched. They're so good. I can't even say I've really ever gotten anything else from Arby's. I used to work at the Wendy's there was an Arby's next door. So I used to go there and just get a little snack and be like steak or shake and fries. And because you can only eat so many Frosties, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So you have to switch it up and just get a different form of ice cream.
I'm a big fan of Zaxby's too. I like Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is clutch, and they don't have them around here. Which
You get a little
hard.
variety. That's why I always like them over Cane's because
Well, they have flavor. First of all,
right.
I've only been to Zaxby's, which is weird because my mom lives in Mobile. They're all over the place. But I've only had it once, and I think I just had a really bad like experience there. So I've always just thought Zaxby's kind of sucked, but I think it was just that one experience.
they like spit in your food or
I don't know what it
called you names.
Dude, I was like, it was probably when my mom first moved out there, which was like right after Katrina. So I don't even remember. But like, I just have this like memory of it not being good in my brain.
Yeah,
Get
But
the Zaxby sauce.
because everybody says how good it is, I'm like, it had to just be.
I feel like it's just like Raising Cane's. Just their chicken has seasoning.
Yeah.
Like dead serious.
Yeah, and you get different sauces, a little variety. Toasted salad. You get the crinkle cut fries and got some seasoning on it. It reminds me of like you talked about what would be mine. I feel like Popeyes has to be kind of up there. Those little commercials where you can have like a fast food like food court in your house or something like that. I think Popeyes would for sure be on there. I mean,
I think I go Taco Bell. I
Taco Bell
just
sounds-
can't
just
go
the
wrong with
variety.
Taco Bell. Like,
yeah.
and it's cheap crap food, but it's like it's Taco Bell.
I'm going to blow your mind.
What?
I've never eaten Taco Bell in my life.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, that is pretty
I had
good.
Taco Bell last night.
Never in
I don't
my
even eat
life.
fast food.
So I didn't like up until maybe like high school. I didn't really eat Mexican food. I was like, I'm still picky now. Like I'm still somewhat picky. But before like high school, it was bad. Like I ate the same shit all the time.
Yeah.
So I like never ate Taco Bell because I didn't like Mexican food. And then I don't know. I just guess I went through life. I was like, I don't really want Taco Bell. And then
I don't know if it's really Mexican food. I'll be honest.
yeah, well that was also the thing. I'm like I was like I barely like Mexican food at this point.
Yeah.
Not this point, but like in this point of my life, I'm like, I don't know if I want to try. I don't know if I want the place that everybody's like, might or might not be real food. Period. You know. So,
Some horse. There was the rumor that it was horse meat.
meat.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then stuff like that kept coming out. And I'm like, we're just not gonna ever go. But they got that big Cheez-It thing, and I've been tempted to go try it for
That's
the
what's
first
going
time.
to get you to Taco Bell?
Cheez-Its Elite Cracker
I guess.
or chip.
That's a cracker. Definitely.
Okay,
A cracker.
that's why. That's the pause. The chip or cracker.
Elite crackers, chicken biscuits.
There you go.
Chicken biscuits.
Just the word elite
get the
crackers
cheese sauce on
is
there.
sending me. That phrase, elite crackers.
Crisp.
I went Christian McCaffrey immediately. I wasn't even thinking about food.
But
Greatest cracker of all time.
it took a second.
I was like, whoa.
Elite cracker.
Elite-
Christian McCaffrey.
elite
Any other elite crackers?
That's the first one. I
Unhealthy elite cracker. Christian
I don't know.
McCaffrey.
That's probably Travis Kelce at this point.
Another elite cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, serious. Do you have a top three?
I was trying to say maybe I filmed my first Taco Bell experience
Oh yeah,
of eating and it being the big Cheez-It.
that could be fun.
You
Some
can
nacho
just
fries.
order the Cheez-It. Did you know that?
No, that's honestly, I want nothing to do with that.
No,
but
yeah, I'm
I'm
good.
there for you if you want to.
Yeah.
Didn't Pizza Hut had something with some Cheez-It thing, didn't they?
I don't know. I don't remember. My top three. Did you even give three? I feel like you just said
No,
Popeyes.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say Popeyes. I feel like
Popeyes,
Taco.
1, 2, and 3.
I feel like Taco Bell is a good one because I was gonna say Zaxby's. But I was like, I don't want too many chicken
Yeah,
places in there, so I gotta have some kind of variety. So I think Taco Bell, Popeyes. That third one's tough. Man, I think throwing Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A breakfast is
Yeah.
elite.
I'm going to say Chick-fil-A because good breakfast. It's also got, as far as fast food goes, relatively healthy options. With some wraps and salads and things that are good. And I've never had anything not fresh from Chick-fil-A, so I like the variety there. Definitely going Popeyes for my just want to be completely unhealthy days.
Louisiana Popeyes.
I'm keeping Five Guys out of this conversation.
Yeah,
That,
that's
again,
fair.
cheat code. My third would probably be Wendy's because Wendy's breakfast elite.
Wendy's breakfast is elite.
Wendy's might
Haven't
have
had
the
it in
best.
a long time.
Yeah, Wendy's might have the best fast food breakfast.
Yeah, they're like little hash brown bites or whatever they are.
Dude.
So good,
Yeah, unbelievable. The honey butter chicken biscuit,
Mm-hmm.
top tier.
dude.
Best honey butter chicken biscuit, Whataburger, hands down.
Yeah, I've never had it. So.
I've never had Whataburger breakfast.
Feels like something to do on a road trip. Let's put it on.
We got to pass a Whataburger on the way to Tennessee.
Might, probably will.
Get you that honey buttered chicken biscuit.
Hardy, as far as fast food burgers, Hardy's kind of underrated.
I don't know. This list is so hard for me. I don't know half these places.
I've never even seen a Captain D's.
I don't even know what that is. I saw the map one time. Like they had put a map up of like each state's favorite place. And Del Taco's a lot of them. And Captain D's is like 2 random states.
They opened when I was living in Hammond, we had to open a Captain D's. So I tried it a couple times, and
what is it?
It's like seafood.
Yeah,
it's
the
okay.
logo is a fish, so I just assumed.
Yeah,
I said seafood.
It's like,
I just assumed it.
It's seafood, and it's okay. But I
not
2 is
fixing to
wild.
Disrespect Long
2 is
John Silver's in this.
Yeah,
I was gonna say is
it a RIP? Are they still around?
I don't know.
As far as like things I don't want from a fast food place.
Yeah.
Seafood has to be at the top of that list. Like I don't love a lot of seafood as is.
Yeah,
but
I just
got to be at the top of the list.
I can't imagine rolling through a drive-thru and being like, "Yeah, let me get the fish sticks." No, it sounds awful.
Yeah,
Awful.
Yeah. So that's the list. You don't have a top 3 because
I could rattle off a top 3, especially with you guys saying stuff. There was things that were triggering in my head. I'm definitely going Taco Bell 1, and it's just because it's like that drunken night when you need it, it's there for you. Which I said I had it last night, so you can probably imagine what I did last night. It's a rarity. 2, we're definitely going Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's like you said, there's healthy options. It's the only place on a road trip when I'm like, what can I quickly get that I know the family will eat that I'll also eat? It's like, I'll just get some grilled nugs.
Also, for like Chick-fil-A, if you need like some coffee in a pinch,
yeah,
solid.
Never tried it.
Solid like iced coffee from Chick-fil-A also.
Okay. And then obviously the last one's gonna be Popeyes. I mean,
so did all 3 of us have Chick-fil-A and Popeyes in the top 3?
It's Popeyes.
I mean,
you can't leave Popeyes out of it.
No, you can't. You can't.
You got to have your fastballs, and that's
where are we
Popeyes, Chick-fil-A.
If we're power ranking like the fried chicken places, where does Church's fall in this conversation? Because I like Church's.
I
haven't had it in a long time.
Yeah.
But
the only problem I have with Church's is like growing up, there was one Church's by my house and it was shitty. But like I feel like Church's biscuits were really good.
Yeah, they get that honey.
But
on
the
top
chicken was
of it.
always like old and like cold and dry. And I was like,
but it's better than KFC.
yeah.
And then I'd put this isn't fast food, but I'm throwing it in there because it's a gas station. I'm putting Brothers.
Oh yeah, Brothers is definitely on the list.
Yeah, like
Yeah, a little quick. Even like the crispy crunchy gas station spots.
crunchy
Like give me some of them strips.
yeah, yep.
Above KFC. That's how far down KFC is on my list. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
KFC. Like, I feel like we've beat this into the ground.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll move on.
The Colonel can kick rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got any other food topics before we move on to anything else? Or you had a couple things you said, so I don't know.
No, I think that was. I didn't have any food ones.
I only had one other thing I really wanted to talk about.
What is it? Let's exhaust it.
We got to talk about the Southwest situation.
Oh yeah, we could do that. I'm actually flying on Southwest on Wednesday, and I was like, wait, when is this starting?
So first off, so anybody that doesn't know, Southwest is switching from assigned seating or unassigned seating to assigned seating, and like I guess redoing the planes to give you more leg room in some rows and this and that. Who knows?
Yeah.
Where do we fall on that? What do you prefer?
I don't care. It depends. I think Southwest shouldn't have done it, first of all, because I think that like some people really like that. Like for some people, that's great. It goes along with like what they want out of their trip. It makes it so much easier for them. Other people, like I see a lot of parents out there who are like, oh, I got separated from my child once because of it, and like, which is wild. But like just little things like that. But maybe just don't fly Southwest if that's the case. Like I feel like some people won't fly Spirit because you have to pay for bags. Like it is what it is. Every airline has their own thing. I don't see why Southwest had to change it other than to just go after money.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely why they're like doing this thing where they're like 80% of our customers say they prefer assigned seating, and I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
because
They interviewed the same people who did the fast food list.
yeah, it's like
Psychopaths.
if 80% of your customers are saying they prefer assigned seating, like that's just not true because those people are on other airlines. You're interviewing people that no longer fly Southwest.
probably.
Is what that's all the comments are like, oh, it's about time, and I'm just like, you could literally fly any other airline
Yeah,
and get what you want. Like it's nice to have something different. Like I always fly Southwest more so because of the price. I always feel like they have the cheapest prices. You don't have to pay for the bags or 2 bags or whatever it is.
yeah.
But Yeah, like I've never had any issues. I think we've maybe gotten separated on a flight a couple times.
Yeah, I don't care if I get separated either.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Well,
Like, good.
like I understand it's like y'all talked about, it's, I've been separated from my kid or something like that. Like, you're gonna have that asshole that's just like, I'm not leaving out of my seat, and that's like the rare anomaly. But it's like that. I doubt 80% just seems very, very high for people to just be like,
Yeah.
just give me assigned seating.
Also, going to the kid thing, my first thought when I read that is, how old was your kid? Because like, if
Yeah.
you have a tiny child, you're boarding first anyway.
Right.
So what's the issue here?
Yeah, I absolutely call bullshit on the 80% prefer assigned seating. There's just no way
Yeah.
that's true. It's just, I don't know.
Well, they had already kind of gone the route of like a cash grab with their early check-in. Like, you can check in 24 hours earlier if you pay 50 extra bucks or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's always nice when there's like a different an option out there that's different from the rest of it. Like, Southwest just did a bunch of different things that separated them from all the other airlines. Now it's just like this is the first thing. Like, do they start being
Oh, we're charging for bags.
charging
now.
for bags?
Yeah.
We're doing this. We're doing, do they just become every other airline? Which,
Maybe.
I mean, to be fair, they're a business. They got to do what's best. But
Do they assign the seats for you, or do you get to pick them like in a movie theater? You get to pick your seats.
I'm-
Probably pick them. Most airlines, you can pick them when you
Yeah.
buy your ticket.
How about I say that would be psychotic? Like, you have 50% full plane, and then you get just randomly assigned next to somebody. And you're like, come on,
I think they should do
rows
it
everywhere.
if you want to be different, because it is, if you fly like American. I think I've only flown American like once, but like, is it when you buy your ticket you get to pick, or is it like?
I fly Delta a lot, and it's normally like you buy your ticket and then like you can. I don't know. I feel like I've picked my seats when I've bought my ticket, but then other times it like unlocks when I get closer to my flight.
Because
I really
obviously
don't
you get that's where the advantage is, right? Like, you buy your ticket 6 months out versus somebody who buys their ticket 3 months out.
Yeah.
I think Southwest should just do it where it's still 24 hours beforehand, like it was, and we make this a game where you got to be all there in 24 hours, and it's just a free fall.
That's
or
probably what
free-for-all.
people don't like
Yeah.
is like your flight's at whatever time. It's like, oh, I got to wake up at 6 a.m. to
Yeah.
make sure I'm checking into this flight.
I've had times where I just forgot about it, and I'm like 6-7 hours late, and I'm like at the end of Group B, and it's still like, oh, tons of seats left.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's going to create more problems. Like, if I say you figure out you got to go somewhere in a couple of days, and you go to book a flight, and it's 4 of you, but then you have like 2 seats here, and you got 1 seat here, 1 seat here. That just seems like it's going to make you not want to fly them with them at all.
You're gonna
Versus you
find
just like,
a
hey, I'm
flight
in
that
Group
works.
B. We're all going to be together.
Yeah.
I'm also the thing where they're giving you more leg rooms in some of the rows. So are they like just redoing all their planes, and are all the other rows now going to be shorter? Because as a taller person, that sucks. Like, that's worse than the assigned seats. Like, the assigned seat, like, it sucks, but it is what it is, But
Yeah.
like, if you're telling me now when I fly Southwest I'm gonna have no leg room, and I'm
What
not
they need to do
spending.
is they need to open a Southwest club. They need to piggyback the Delta thing, and then that's where the money
Depending on
is.
what they keep charging for, they're going to have to
telling you,
get people to fly with them.
Interesting.
that's the move right there. What's next?
They offended.
You got topics? I got topics.
Go ahead. Yeah, go with
I
your
got
topics, because
some
I have
topics.
just random thoughts if we run out of time.
I wrote this down the other day because I was laughing. I forget where I was. I wish I could like remember the exact situation. How do we feel about speakerphone in public? Oh, I remember where I was. The memory just came back to me.
I saw you tweet about it. That's why I'm laughing.
Like what? Like, it takes a special kind of person. I feel like I run across this quite often. It takes a special kind of person to, first of all, your ringer's on, and that's weird. All right, I'm in the middle of a coffee shop, and there's an old man like eating. I'm sure he's having a great day. I'm sure he's a great guy, but he's like eating his sandwich and like drinking his coffee, and like all of a sudden I hear this really annoying phone ring, and I'm like, what the hell? And then like he answers it, hello, and then I hear, and I'm like, whoa, sir. We are in public. There are like 10 people around you. How do we feel about this? Because clearly I don't like it.
I'm just always afraid putting somebody on speaker. They're just going to say some shit. And I'm just like, okay, you're back off the speaker. Like, I don't know. And then I don't like being put on speaker, I feel like, without people knowing. Because then half the time, that's more aggravating is when you're talking to somebody and then you hear, hey, what's going on, man? You're like, whoa, I'm on speaker. And you're like, yeah, you're on speaker the whole time. You're like, well, shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I think there's a time and a place. If you're out like in the middle of a field or you're working somewhere and there's like absolutely nobody around, you know, if you're on a job site and you're just like, I want to go on speaker, but in closed spaces in public, like a coffee shop or something like that, I think.
Especially, that's
crazy.
That's damn near like library levels of silence.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we doing?
This psychotic behavior.
You need you zen.
It's always an old person too, which, you know. I had another story, and I want to hear your thoughts, but I had another story where I was in Atlanta, and I was riding the public train to the airport, and there was a dude who didn't have headphones, but he wanted to listen to his music. So he had his music turned all the way up on his phone, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's listening to music, like, is what it is. We're on a public thing. It's kind of weird, like, but whatever. I guess I'll deal with it. I'll listen to Boosie for a while. I like Boosie. That's right. He was listening to Boosie in Atlanta. Anyways, and then we're sitting there and we get closer to the airport and the phone rings and he answers it on speakerphone. And I'm like, wait a minute. That is not required. You could actually answer this phone.
You got to do if you want to listen to something, you got to do the thing where it's like barely up and you just put it right to your ear.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's a video, you know, if it's a video, you check it every so often, but you can't do that. That's psychotic behavior.
Insane.
Speaking of psychotic behavior, it's on the same kind of note. We went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine this weekend. It's the theaters where you get to pick your seats and the recliner seats. So we're all at the top, and then have this girl, and then she's with her boyfriend. And middle of the movie, his phone goes off. So I'm like, all right, well. Logic
silence his phone.
Right, exactly. That's the first red flag. So logic would think he's going to get up. He answers it and just starts talking. And he's like, "Hey man, what's going on?" I'm like, he's got to hang up. And he's like, "No, I shouldn't be locked." And I'm like, "Yeah, 19472." And I'm like, and I don't want to be like the asshole that's like, "Hey, dude, do you mind?" But I'm like, at some point, he's got to hang up. Like, he's got to know we're in a movie. And it went on for probably 3 or 4 minutes. And eventually he's like, "All right, man, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye." And I'm like, am I just, in that situation for y'all, are y'all telling the guy to just silence? Or are you just hoping that at some point he's going to hang up knowing that there's movie theater etiquette, that you don't take a phone call in the middle of a movie?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to tell the guy anything because I just don't. But I may just like stare at him the whole time until just really like.
I think my reaction really depends on how I'm feeling in the moment. I'll be honest, because sometimes I'll be like, it's whatever, he's just being an idiot, and then other times I'll be like, this guy, excuse me.
I'm like, how out of touch do you got to be to just think that it's okay to answer just a phone? Like, if I get a text and it rings and I forget to put it on silent, I'm like, oh,
right.
Like a whole phone call.
They remind you. It's not like it's like unknown. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. You're lying.
Yeah.
You are a liar.
I don't believe you.
And I'm like, maybe it's an important phone call. But then, like, the way he ended, I'm like, it was not an important phone call. I was like, all right, man, I'll talk to you later. And I'm like, all right, it was not an important phone call.
Feels like if you're going to answer the phone in a movie theater, the first words out of your mouth should be, "Hey, I'm in the movies."
Right. Yeah. If you answer it.
If you answer it.
More so, it's a text, call you back in movie theater.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's why. Speaking of movies, though, and speaking of that genre, did you see?
I was literally gonna
go
do the
into
same
it.
thing.
You can say it.
No, I was just gonna ask. Do people understand how a multiverse works?
Yeah, we could have gotten to that topic. I wasn't even going to go there yet. Yeah, just seeing that Robert Downey Jr., spoiler alert, if you didn't see it, is returning to the MCU, which I'm super stoked about. People are like hating on it online. They're like, "Oh, this is cash grab," and I'm like, "This is phenomenal." I just spit everywhere. That's how I'm salivating.
I tweeted out that this is what the pop he got. I was like, this is the pop that AEW thought the Devil reveal was gonna get. It was cool. It was such a cool video to watch. It was like one of those things where I wish I was there for. Yeah. Like the reveal, the pop was crazy for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I think Avengers needed something to kind of not
revive it
in general, but just like Marvel needed something to just revive it. Because even, it's not a spoiler, but in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, there's a character that comes back and Deadpool jokes, "Hey, sorry, you're coming out of kind of a low point with Marvel right now." And he's like, even it's just like after Avengers, and it's crazy to think that was only 5 years ago. I don't know why I felt way longer than that, but it's just like after that, we just got rushed, and I think COVID played a part in it too. It's just like so many series, so many shows, so many the whole universe just got shoved down our throats, and it's like
It's just Marvel fatigue. That's what it is. Like,
I don't know. I think that it's just been hit or miss. Like some of it's been really good, and then others have really sucked.
yeah.
It's just depending on like what you're into, I guess.
We've talked about it a little bit before, where it's just like it's hard to keep up with what matters now. Like,
Yeah.
this movie is out, but on Disney Plus, I got 3 different series, which are all good. Like the WandaVision series was good. Loki was
awesome.
really good.
Loki was phenomenal.
Whatever the Captain America one was, or Bucky and whatever that one was. Like they're all good, but like they got this new movie over here. Like, does that matter in this universe? Like, what do I need to watch these shows to be able to watch it? Like, it was just too much. And I kind of gave up on the movies in a way.
Well, some of them have sucked.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I said. Like the
some of them
star, it wasn't like the star power movies. Like it wasn't the ones that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
But that's what it was for me. I was like, I just need a break. Whenever we get to the next Avengers, just tell me what I need to watch, and I'll handle it from
I
there.
think all you're probably going to need to understand, and I'm wondering how they're going to wrap it into the actual Avengers, but all you probably need to understand is the multiverse.
Yeah.
Which I like, because that's what stuck out to me is like Robert Downey Jr. can 100% come back as Doctor Doom, and it's going to be the best scene in the world. It's going to be so cinematic when him and Spidey are face to face, and
Yeah.
it's going to be like, whoa, like
There was the rumor that he was coming back for a while, but I guess everybody just assumed it was as Iron Man.
yeah,
Which that I was kind of like, it's still multiverse. You can make it make sense, but I'm like, if we can just do that, like it doesn't. There's
Yeah.
no significance to anybody dying.
I
right?
like it more. him
I like
coming
it like
back as
this.
a bad guy.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather that than introduce somebody else into it. Like, I like the twist. Maybe it's just like the wrestling fan in me is like, yeah, heel turn coming.
Yeah, basically. Somebody tweeted a picture of Hulk Hogan as like regular Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
and
NWO
NWO Hulk Hogan.
I saw, but I started, that made me like go back and watch all the clips from that stretch of Comic-Con thing.
Yeah.
And like the heavy hitters are coming now though for the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
You're getting Fantastic Four. They did 2 Avengers. They announced 2 Avengers movies.
I hope Fantastic Four is good. I have not. They've put out
Yeah.
7 of them since I've been born. Not
Yeah.
really, but they put out a ton, and they've all sucked.
And then you got the Agatha show, which is probably going to be good. If
Yeah.
it's anything like WandaVision, it'll probably be good. I saw they were talking about the Wanda movie. That's going to be good. So it's like the heavy hitters are coming. Now I'm starting to get hooked back in.
I think people just got upset because, and I kind of fall into it too a little bit in a sense. It's like there's only one person that feels like should play Iron Man. There's only one person that should feel like that should play certain characters, and you're just like this person is this person. Like Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Like it's like so when stuff comes out like that, they're like he should be playing another character because he is. But then there's like you said, there's
The multiverse.
the multiverse. There's
so many
ways
options.
to still, and
Yeah.
there's so many comics and so many different varieties and so many different ways in the multiverse that certain ways he can come back and
I think
it could still work out.
the last Spider-Man proves like
Yeah.
if you can do it right, it doesn't matter. Like, and those movies had nothing to do with each other.
No.
And they made it work. So like the Russo brothers are directing it. So now I'm like, I have no doubt that it's all gonna work out, right? So I'm excited about it. And then like we talked a couple weeks ago or whatever it was, like our movie theaters like dead or whatever. If we start getting stretches of Marvel movies back, movie theaters are coming back.
Well, even Deadpool and Wolverine, like it's not really a spoiler, but they have some Marvel stuff like mixed into it.
Yeah.
And it's like multiverse type stuff. And it's, I mean, I think I saw something today. It made $450 million like globally. And it's like first weekend and it's the highest grossing like rated R movie for a weekend. And I'm just like, stuff like that. And like with the Avengers and having stuff like this with Dr. Doom is like, that's going to get people to go to movie theater. Cause it's like, those are movies you have to see in theater. I feel like.
I think that's what we said when we talked about it. Like the superhero movies, I think even the DC ones, like to an extent, like Batman movies, they're always going to fill up the theaters. Like no matter what, at least for like that first week or whatever, it's always going to fill it up.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know like if Twisters got a ton of people there for, because that's a remake. I'd imagine people want to
like
be
that.
there
Yeah,
for that.
There's been a lot
I've
of
heard
people
it's a
talk
good.
about
I've heard it's a good one.
I think now that like keep talking about it, but like you know during COVID and stuff, everything was getting pushed to streaming, and it was like movie theaters weren't really a thing. But now we're getting to that point. We're seeing big movies that are being really successful in theaters, now the theaters are kind of getting their sauce back a little bit. You know, it's like people are wanting to go see the movies. You're not getting, hey, it's going to be, why go to the theaters? It's going to be out in 2 weeks on stream. You know, it kind of gives you a reason to go to the theaters. And I think by the next one, Avengers, was 2026. I think by then,
Yeah.
you know, it should be pretty exciting to go see.
Going back to our conversation a couple of weeks ago, there's still something special though about going to the movies, and maybe it's just nostalgic for me. I think that's actually when we were talking about. I was talking about that movie. But like going in, getting you some popcorn, and like kicking your feet up, and like my daughter loves going to the movies, just to get popcorn and watch a movie. Like we could do that at home, but it just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, I've only taken my son once, and he's like, every time I tell him like, oh, Moana, there's gonna be a new Moana, he's like, can we go see it in the big theater?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
And they're doing it right. I think the movie theaters knew they had to do something, and I think a lot of them are just even standard seating or doing the recliner seats. They're doing like the daiquiris. They're doing they're changing the food. You know, they're making it fun to actually go and worth it versus it's kind of how it was before. They knew they had to do something to get people in there.
Yeah. Love it.
Long live movie theaters.
Oh yeah.
It'll be okay.
I'm an
Downey
AMC
Jr. would do great.
stockholder, so bought that during COVID. You remember that wave?
Yeah.
Like the GME thing or
Yeah.
GameStop thing?
How could you not
At
remember
GameStop,
that?
at AMC, people were like,
I bought
theaters are
AMC.
dying. Yeah.
I didn't buy GameStop, and GameStop is still like huge, and the AMC's like, eh. So I lost a ton of money. It's fine. We'll move on.
Maybe Avengers will save it.
You know, it's funny. I didn't lose it yet, technically, because I haven't sold it. So, you know,
Yeah, so shout out Robert Downey Jr. Elite cracker.
elite cracker, elite cracker. Anybody who can get away with going blackface and still surviving, their career. I mean,
Those scenes kept coming back up on Twitter yesterday after people were upset about him getting to play the role. I was laughing my ass. What a movie, man.
that was the thing that actually made me laugh the hardest today. Was like, who does he think he is, or like, how's he gonna do this? And somebody responded, they're like, he's just a guy playing another dude who looks like a dude. And I was like, what?
What a movie. I love that. For 400 years, they've been keeping us down.
I mean, just
Oh,
wild.
God. I need to go back and watch Tropic Thunder.
So good.
Yeah.
You have any like random movies like that were, because like Tropic Thunder was a movie that I would just watch when it came out. I'd probably watch it at least once a week.
Yeah.
For a while. You got any movies like that?
Semi-pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good.
Superbad was another one for me.
Yeah.
I'm always a big fan of Dodgeball.
Another good one.
They're coming out with a second one. We'll see how that goes. But
We'll see.
You could dodge a wrench. You could dodge a ball.
What else we got?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I got stuff, but you can jump in here.
I saw something that they announced this week. They agreed, the International Olympic Committee agreed to have esports in the Olympics.
Nice.
I was just saying that yesterday. We were talking about all the random shit that's in the Olympics now, like breakdancing.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Esports. Do we think that USA's got a good chance, or are we just going to get waxed?
I think we're gonna get waxed.
Yeah, I don't even like. I wouldn't.
We're pretty far behind in the gaming community, if I'm being honest. I know like the main streamers are Americans, but like competitively, I feel like a lot of the dudes that are good at this stuff are not.
Maybe COD.
Maybe I'm wrong, but
I don't know. Like I don't even have like a. Like I don't have any sense of what gaming is like outside of America. So I have no idea.
I just remember, and this was years ago. This is before esports were esports, but I used to do a lot of online gaming with America's Army, which was a PC game. And we would be in like TWL ladders and Cal ladders, and all the teams we'd be playing against would be from like overseas, and they were fucking good.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times I get fucked up on COD, and it's not a dude speaking English when he kills me. So, you know, whether he's in America or not, I have no idea. But
It'd be pretty electric though. Like Call of Duty, it's like USA versus Japan in the finals or something like that. I don't know. I feel like we could do okay. I feel like sports games maybe. If it all depends on like. I didn't look too deep into it because I don't think they've really established what kind of games would be into
that's
it.
the interesting thing.
you can
So
assume.
you throw Madden in there. I feel like we got a good chance at Madden.
Yeah.
2K.
I kind of like the 2K League. That whole concept, even if it's not in the Olympics, like that's pretty dope.
You gotta assume like Call of Duty's
Probably.
part of it.
Yeah, got it.
But that would. I don't know. I have no idea if we'd be good. But I was literally just talking to somebody about that yesterday. They were talking about all the different random sports that are in there now, and I'm like, I'm surprised that esports hasn't already been added because it's as big as it is now. I feel like after the last Olympics, you probably could have started having the conversation of whether it should be or not. 4 years ago, gaming was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
during COVID.
COVID. Yeah, like
Yeah.
It's still huge. I mean, you got the Call of Duty League Championship that they had, like, I think it was a couple weeks ago. I mean, they're selling out arenas.
yeah,
Yeah.
People are just going to watch people play Call of Duty. I mean,
Yep.
it's crazy.
yeah, and it's only gonna get bigger.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
what she
out
said.
Nola Flight Gaming. Just want to throw them out there while we're
Yeah.
talking about gaming.
Of course. Have you? I haven't watched any of the Olympics. It's only been like a day, right? Like a day or two.
Yeah. Well, there was the opening ceremony like 2 nights ago, and then last night here locally was the first time that they showed a lot of
Have we won anything yet?
competitions. I think we won a couple medals already. Like swimming has
Swimming.
medal events
Yeah.
like every freaking day. So
Oh, sorry. We always talk about like what Olympic sports we think we could dominate. Handball.
handball.
They're just you can't watch a game of handball. Like you watch handball and you're like, I feel if I got 6, I don't even know how many people are on a handball team. If I got 6 of my most athletic friends we just trained for a weekend,
Yeah.
it feels like that might be one of the ones.
Yeah. Wait. Just get out there and get smoked.
Yeah.
Oh, 100. Absolutely. That's 100% what's going to happen. But if you're asking me which one I think,
Yeah.
because it seems similar to water polo, except I don't have to worry about floating for an hour.
Are you on board with the concept of like every country has to randomly draft like one just normal person to be in an event? Have you ever heard that?
No, but
Think
I
of how
like
cool that
I
would
like
be.
this. It's like, ooh, what if
You got
it's
like 10 pros and there's just like this one dude.
It's the
that's like,
tiebreaker.
The anchor.
Yeah.
the tiebreaker? It's like we don't know.
Like Joe from Wisconsin is gonna try and do I don't know.
Be electric though. You got like the 2 normal Joes. Like comes down to them, and it's just like, who's just gonna mess it up worse?
I think we should just go full on normal Joe Olympics.
That'd be cool too.
Yeah, like you can't have any. Don't
It's
even you
like
know how
Hunger Games style. Like you just get selected.
Yeah,
And it's
right.
like, oh
you don't tell them what they're gonna be participating in.
Yeah.
Like I don't want them to be able to train at all.
No.
You just get
If
an
you just
envelope
have-
you just get an envelope in the mail, and you're just like, hey, you've been signed up to water polo in the Olympics. You're like, what?
No, you don't even tell them until they get there.
Yeah.
You fly
I can't
all the
even
way.
swim.
You fly all the way to France, and they're like,
I've almost
"Buddy,
drowned."
you're the goalie."
All right.
Where'd the goalie go?
He's underwater.
Hey, boss, I got to put in vacation. What? I got signed up for the Olympics. I don't know. I got to go
It's an honor.
Yeah.
First of all.
serve my country.
What we always talk about the sport you think you could dominate. In that scenario, what would be the one you would absolutely hate to get selected for?
Oh man. I think any race. I don't want to run. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't make me run.
Boy,
I feel like I would suck at the hurdles.
this
Just
isn't
like-
about but this isn't about sucking because you could be against somebody with like no legs. Like, it's
I
a
guess.
race.
I think there's a different Olympics for,
Nope,
for
this
that.
not in this one. There's not. This is our Olympics. Like, I'm like equestrian. Like, I don't want to. Number one, that
Diving,
seems
maybe?
boring as shit.
Yeah.
Also, again, don't want to be around these horses.
I forgot about the horse thing.
Yeah.
Now I got to make this horse dance. No chance.
At least you're on it. You're not like, right? You're like on the horse for the
Yeah, but
equestrian
you
stuff.
gotta like. It's all about making the horse like looks. It basically looks
Yeah, I
like he's
don't know.
dancing. I don't want to do that.
I don't know how to do any of that.
I don't know. It would either be
One
diving
false
or
move.
pole vault. The pole vaulting would be,
Oh,
Pole vaulting.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a height thing. It's like, I don't even know.
that pole is gonna.
I'm
go
falling
straight
back.
through my neck.
Yeah, I'm falling back, or I'm leaning over the side and falling.
Do you
There's
think
no
they
way.
give you like a 15-minute crash course before you do it at least? Like, let's build this scenario.
Almost
I'm
when you
Ricky.
go-
I'm your trainer today. What we're gonna do? We're gonna stick the pole in the thing.
Almost like when you're going skydiving, they give you a little.
You know what makes it even better? There's no actual experts at this. Ricky's just the dude who won last year.
He's your partner.
And then he only won because he got off the ground.
Well, what I found was most successful.
Oh god,
this
it's
is
like
great.
yeah, like you go like when you go skydiving, they just give you a
Yeah.
little quick course, like just enough to be able to get you jumping out the plane.
That feels dangerous.
Yeah.
Here's your 5-minute crash course on how not to die.
That is like when I did skydiving, it is kind of terrifying. They're like, look, you're just gonna be strapped to me. And it's like, yeah, but what if something happens and I'm not strapped to you? It's like,
here's your
In
breakdown.
that case, say prayers.
yeah.
Here's your breakdown for water polo. Kick the shit out of your feet.
You know how to
Just,
swim.
just keep kicking.
well, not really. Well,
Just keep, you know Dory? Just keep swimming.
Can you tread water? If not, you're gonna want to swim to the side of the pool. Hold on.
Use the ball as a flotation device.
The good news is if you get the ball, you'll float.
I want to watch all the regular Joes breakdancing.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was even
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing until like yesterday.
I love that.
Oh man,
Hip hop culture has made it.
that's so funny.
It's not even hip hop culture anymore. It's just 80s culture. I don't know. Do they wear like big bucket hats and like what are the outfits for breakdancing? They better be dressed with like bebop stuff.
I don't know. I haven't watched. Has it happened yet?
Oh, I don't know. I know skateboarding's happened.
No. Skateboarding one's fun. I
It
like
is
watching
fun.
the skateboarding one.
It's always big on like the X Games.
Yeah, X Games
Watch
is
X
sick.
Games.
Yeah.
I mean, I say used to. It's still a thing.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah,
The Winter Olympic X Games.
Good times.
Fun times.
that's a good laugh.
Hopefully it came across as well as our.
yeah.
I had fun with it.
I had an old man story. I need
yes.
to figure.
I love these. Let me just
Well, this
push
is
my mic away again.
this is
Shoot
just
it.
this is more so. It's not that type of old man story, unfortunately, but it's almost am I the old man? And I just need to get y'all's opinion. So
Okay.
we went to Zach Bryan concert on Thursday.
Hell yeah.
Had a great time.
Elite cracker.
Elite Cracker.
Elite Cracker. I think we've got a title for the
Yeah,
episode.
Elite Cracker. So he has the opener. Everyone's sitting in their seats, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I really hope no one stands the entire time. And I'm like, but in the back of my head, I'm like, I know they're gonna stand. And then he literally, he comes out to the song as soon as the first riff. Everyone stands up, and I'm like,
What did you expect?
Fair.
I don't know.
You get to stand. You
But
get to
what-
stand for the first song. 100%.
But the whole 2 hours he was out there, we stood, and I'm like,
Yeah.
am I the old man for being like, what happened? I don't know. I feel like a lot of concerts, I guess maybe it's like festivals and stuff you can sit down for, but I feel like every concert now, if it's seated seats,
I
you can
agree.
sit in it. You can sit and enjoy it.
It is a concert. People are normally going to stand up at some
We
point.
have
and
seats.
Dance or move around.
If it's open, like if it's a big open venue and you have to stand, that's obviously you have to stand. But if it's like he played in the Dome, so 85% of the people have seats. Like, can we not just sit and enjoy the concert? Also, am I just the old man for being like,
I think you need
stand
to.
up the whole time?
You just need to temper your expectations.
guess.
You went in with a mindset that you should not have had. That was your first mistake.
See, I always look at it through like, if I were to stand the whole time, and y'all are in the same boat, being a tall person, I know if I stand the whole time,
Yeah.
almost no matter who's behind me, they're going to be inconvenienced. So I always just sit.
Yeah.
Or I'll do the thing where I like sit on the top of the, you know what I mean? Like sit on top
I
of the
do
chair.
that a lot. Yeah.
And that's what I do at Saints games a lot. Because I'm like, I don't want to block the people behind me,
Yeah.
but also like I want to participate in the standing. And so I just do that kind of thing.
That's the other thing is sporting events too.
Sporting
I
events.
feel like most people are pretty, unless you're like at the bottom level, I feel like sometimes people will stand up a lot, but
If you're standing at a sporting event, there's normally a reason.
Yeah.
Like something is happening.
Yeah,
People
but-
don't just stand to stand.
Right,
And if they
there's
do,
moments.
it's like,
Yeah. You're on defense, third downs, those kind of things.
right.
so what is it about a concert that makes it different though?
I think they're just into it, man.
it's
People want to
music.
move.
People
Yeah.
like to dance to music.
Yeah. Like I get why they stand. I'm with you. Like I would prefer people not stand in front of me the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even if it's somebody I really enjoy. Usually the first song, I'll usually get up, but I think that's more so because I know everybody else is.
I think it depends on the song too. Sometimes
well,
it's like, oh, this is my song. This is my jam.
Yeah,
man.
that's my whole thing.
Get up
Like
and
this is
whistle.
if this is your song, like, but like we went to we went to a Jay-Z concert. I went to the Kendrick concert last year, and it was in the Smoothie King, and for the most part, like a lot of people sat down for a lot of it, and it was just like, I guess these country just get them out the seats.
I don't know.
But then the other thing was,
Scoot and boogie.
yeah, the other part too to that was, there's a lot of younger people there, so obviously they're just recording and videoing every single song, the entire thing. Are you guys, when you go to a concert, like to me, I recorded a few of his like big songs and a couple of big moments for like 40 seconds, and I was like, I was recording it, but I was watching it, so I knew it was recording, but I wasn't watching it through the phone.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, recording the entire thing and every single song kind of takes away from it.
Yeah. I always laugh at people who put it on like their stories. And I'm like, I just watched this entire concert because you put it all on your story.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I definitely do like the big songs, and I'm big on getting I like the record like when they do the crowd interactions.
Yeah.
Because that's such a cool moment. Like when all the crowd sings together. That's like that might be like the number one thing that happens at a concert is when you have those moments. But yeah, I definitely record some of it because like this is kind of depressing. But like now I can go all the like videos of like the Matt concerts we went to. I can go back and watch those now. Like you'll never have a chance to do that again.
Yeah.
So, but now I have those in my phone forever.
I go to YouTube.
That's true, but it's not. But that's not. It's
I'll
not
go
the
watch
same
your
as
videos that you recorded.
yeah. But to me, at least to me, like that's not the same as my videos. It's my experience.
Yeah.
But
I get it.
I definitely wouldn't record the whole thing. Usually, I get the big songs, and then it is what it is from there.
It's crazy to flip back to the sporting thing. I feel like I never really record anything at sports games. I can't tell you the last time I recorded anything. I've taken pictures like pre-game or post-game or something like that, but I really haven't.
You know, it's funny. If I'm attending as a fan, I don't record anything. But I just, as soon as I said no, I don't do that, I instantly thought of all the times we've been at Tulane games lately and we're recording.
I wasn't even counting that. So I like to get this. I don't know if this counts because it's not during the game, but like I'll do the intros sometimes because the intro.
Yeah, I
Be cool.
think
But
those are
usually it's
fun.
like I usually do like the first intro of the season because it's the same every time after that.
Yeah.
But I'll do like when Drew had like his last couple years where he was close to breaking a record every game. I'd try to catch the record, which can suck because it's like I just recorded 5 plays in a row, and honestly I'm not even watching my phone though. Like I just have my phone up because I'm not even trying to get the play. I more so want the crowd reaction.
Yeah.
So I've done those kind of things, but like if I'm at like a basketball game, I'm not really recording anything. Maybe if you get the chance for like a buzzer beater, I would record it, but.
Yeah, I don't record anything. I'm very much a live in the moment, like stay off my phone when I'm doing those things. I don't.
Yeah, that's another conversation we've had.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even know if you were recording with us yet. Just like, are you somebody who's big on taking pictures, period? Like if you go do things with your family, are you big on taking pictures? Because I think this is one of the few things I think we differed on.
I'm not a big picture taker. I will, but I don't think it's a necessity. And I actually had one of my last topics actually kind of what we're talking about leads into it, and it was just more so about social media validation.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a fight in any aspect, but there's been times where we've went to certain things, me and my wife, and we've taken pictures and she had wanted it to be posted on social media. And I'm like, our life isn't for everybody for us to see. Like, of course, if I want to post something, I'll post it on there. But it's like, I know we had a good time there. We enjoyed the moment with each other. We appreciated everything there. Why do I need to post it on social media for everyone else to see it as well? Like, she's like, I just want you to show like this and this. And I'm like, but I did when we were there in the moment that we enjoyed together. It's like, I'm fine with taking pictures so we can look back at it later in videos and stuff. But this whole need to post something on social media just to get validation, I never got that.
I feel that 100%. And that kind of goes into what I was saying. I probably could have explained it better like that.
Yeah, because I don't want to cut. My thing was I'm like having the pictures for myself, not to post.
Yeah. So I don't mind taking the pictures. I am very much a live in the moment kind of guy, but my wife and I, when we first got together, she always wanted to take a million pictures. And it wasn't like we're walking around, let's take a picture of this because this is cool. It was very much like the pose wasn't right. We got to redo it. And I'm like, no, we're done. We can move now. Now we don't really take a ton of pictures anymore because of that. Because I'm like, this is nonsense. Yeah. But I still want the pictures. So it's kind of a give and a take. But I agree. Like living for social media is something I absolutely do not do. And it's funny because we do this, which makes me really bad at like trying to share this.
Just can't.
And
like I said, there's always like, if it's my son's birthday, I'll post on Facebook because I have grandparents on there and family members and friends that it's cool to give little updates on there every once in a while. But like, even if I go on my Facebook and Instagram, it's like, it's like big life moments. It's just nothing that I feel like I go somewhere and I'm like, man, I can't wait to post this and see how many, on social media just to validate like I went.
Yeah.
It's just,
maybe that's where our conversation. I feel like we agreed now. Now that he's talking like that, I feel like we agreed. Like I like having the moments, but like it's not at all for social media. I rarely post. I mean, you know, I barely get on Instagram, period. I'll throw a picture up there every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a hard thing because you're talking about like your son's birthday. Like that's a moment where like I want pictures and videos to be able to relive it, but also I want to be there. Like I don't want to be the one taking the pictures. So those are the moments where you hope somebody's like, somebody's taking pictures, but I don't want to have to be the one.
We have our little Amazon Alexa out here, and like the pictures scroll through every day, and I love being able to look back and see all these old random pictures we took at Disney or we took on vacation, and like I've taken some of those pictures, and it's just like I just snap them on a whim. It's never like we gotta take a picture here. Oh, we gotta do this. We gotta do that. Like I don't think that never even crosses my mind. And the second it becomes like a focus, I'm like I would rather focus on like what we're doing, instead of that.
Yeah,
I know like Courtney's big on like family pictures, right? And like my grandma's big on it. Like she wants really nice family pictures. Yeah. Whereas, and that's like what people want to hang around their house. But I'm like, we have those little like mixed tile things where it's just random pictures from my phone. That's the kind of things I like.
Yeah.
I want to see those memories.
How many family pictures do you honestly need? Like when I first started dating my wife, we at every single family gathering, the entire family would get together and take pictures, and then it would be like this group and then this group, and I'm like, y'all, we just did this 2 months ago. Like we didn't change. It's the same stuff.
You get, for me, you get one a year. It can be every Christmas we take a family picture.
Yeah,
that way you get one a year, an updated picture. Like my grandma wants a new one every year, which is fair. She's got all the grandkids. She likes having it updated. But like I'm not doing one. We don't need to do it at Easter. Like it's the same picture. We're just in different outfits,
different clothes, maybe standing somewhere different.
We don't need to do that.
You don't put them anywhere. Where are they going?
True. It's very true.
I feel like Thanksgiving is like I said, usually dress halfway decent, and then like you said, you have the different family photos of people who were there. But then it's just like you can do it there, but having it every couple months, it's like it's really not.
Yeah.
Now, if it's like a thing where you got cousins or somebody coming in that you don't see all the time, that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, I don't want to get dressed up for nothing, especially pictures.
Yeah.
Like you tell me I got to get dressed up just to go stand over here to take some pictures. No, I'm not doing that.
And some people are real good about that. Like Post Malone just came out with a song about his daughter, and then my wife was like, he's got a daughter?
Brother.
Like, yeah, I think he's engaged. He's like, he's engaged? It's like, you don't see anything about him posting her anywhere. Sure. It's just like so distant and just keeps it off that he's able to keep it to himself in that lifestyle and have that protective.
What are you laughing at?
Elite Cracker.
Elite Cracker.
Post Malone.
But also I was going to say, don't get Patty started on Post Malone.
I like Post Malone, man.
You want to have another culture vulture conversation?
Oh, he might be a culture vulture. Yeah, I was thinking that the other day. But isn't he from Dallas? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know we were joking when we were talking about it.
I don't know. But I definitely did call that out the other day. I was like, he's probably just a culture vulture in general. Like he went after rap and hip hop, and now he's doing country. Who is he? I don't even know what he does.
He's talented. He is just a talented man. He's coming out. He's like, I'm gonna drop this country album, and you know what? It's gonna be the best one you've heard in about 10 years.
Yeah.
Get all the all-stars.
Man, what a song also. Did you know you're 15 more times to die by a coconut than a shark?
50 more times likely to die.
Yep.
Is that what you mean? I mean, that's wild. I guess. I've never stand under a coconut tree, so I'm like, how do you die from a coconut?
Do you swim with sharks often?
No. Also true. I don't know. This is very random.
Sorry.
No,
I've probably been closer to
fact.
sharks than coconuts, though. I've been in the aquarium multiple times.
Oh yeah, I've definitely been closer to sharks. I have swam with sharks.
Never thought about that.
How do I die from I don't eat coconuts, first of all. I'm never by a coconut tree.
Is Randy Johnson throwing a coconut at me? Like, how am I dying from a coconut tree?
This is crazy.
Slip and fall at a grocery store. Shelf just happens to break at the same time.
That's fair. I am within the I'm in the same area of coconuts
now
often.
that when you think about it like that, you're closer to coconuts every day than you are sharks.
That's fair.
Grocery
Maybe I
store?
trip and fall into some coconuts. I don't know.
Grocery store.
I don't know.
It used to be my favorite show, 1,000 Ways to Die, and you just see like random, just like people and how they.
It's the dumbest thing. I remember some dude made he wanted to be an alligator or something like that, and put on like a spandex outfit and died because of it. And I was like, what? Who does this?
The worst one I saw was a guy. His neighbor was building a pool, so he hopped the fence, and he the neighbor was building it, so there was a bunch of tarp everywhere. So he laid a tarp down and sprayed it with water, and he went to do the slip and slide, and there was a nail under the slip and slide part under the tarp, and it sliced him.
I know some,
and I'm terrified of slip and slides since then.
Jeez.
They didn't die, but I know somebody that happened to. We had the giant. This was in Chalmette a long time ago before Katrina. They had a water slide, and you know how they have the tarp underneath it, and an area you could walk to get to the other side where the ladder was. And he slipped and he slid, and there just happened to be a nail there, and it cut his ass open.
Ouch.
Yucky.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yucky.
I still to this day, like there was the Facebook post going around, like when you grab the gas handle, people were sticking like HIV needles and stuff. So like to this day, I'm like
Looking at them.
good. I'm good.
I remember that
No
too.
needles in there.
This is not as nearly as severe. I have this every time I go through a door, like at work or like a busy door, I always get concerned that when I go to reach for the handle, somebody else is gonna just kick the door open and it's gonna break all my fingers. So when I approach doors, I always approach them like this to grab the handle.
I mean, yeah.
Now you're gonna do it too.
No,
You never thought about
I already do that. I already think that.
I was
As
about to
soon
say,
as
do
I'm
you have
walking
any
through
weird like? Not, I guess it's not a superstition, but just stuff like you maybe seen somewhere that
like
you're
a
like you're like I did it because of this.
It's like a small fear. Like I don't want my fingers to get jammed.
Yeah. No, I don't, honestly. I genuinely don't.
Mine's the gas handle thing.
Yeah.
I'll do that to the day I
fair.
die. I'm gonna check the gas handle pumps. That and the skimmer stuff. I'm just like, if my car doesn't read, I'm like instantly like pulling it. I'm like, is it hacking me?
Now that you said the skimmer thing, I always think every single gas station I'm thinking that. I'm like looking at it.
I did go through a phase, like when that was like popping off, I did go through a phase where I pulled it before I even
used to
swiped
pull
my
it.
card.
Yeah.
Because I had my information got stolen a few times when I was younger. Like people had my debit information. I'm like, how the hell did they get my card information?
And, scammed your card.
Skimmed my card. One time it was a lady at a Waffle House took my information. I know it was. I knowed her.
Luke Combs had something. He said he was in a shoe store, and there's the thing now that he said he didn't even have to like take it. He said it got the chip somehow just by walking close to him, and it took the information. And he said the guy bought shoes inside the same store that he was in. He's like, while he was there, he went and bought shoes with Luke Combs' card, and so now he's got this wallet that like something they can't get to it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of scary. You can just walk by somebody and they can just get your card information.
Yeah.
Somebody just got my card information. Just went through all that.
There you go.
But hey,
Still in the up.
never mind. I won't say what.
You got you good.
I'm not going to say nothing because we're not going to take the chance of it being
Yeah,
reversed.
there you go.
Just know that my
watch out.
vacation is a hell of a lot cheaper than it was before.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
I only have one other little quick thought.
What you got? Let's close it out with it.
Did you know it's hunger pangs, not pains?
Huh?
Look it up.
Like champagne.
PANGS.
What does pang mean?
It's
Is this like
hunger. If you Google, I don't even remember what happened that made me be like, "Excuse me,"
no?
but
This is like
when
the
you
person
Google
who
it,
says mang.
when you
instead of-
Google it,
know what
it
I mean? Like,
says hunger pangs, more commonly known as hunger pains, but it's hunger pangs. I'm like, the fuck is a pang?
this is the same
PAGNS.
people who came up with the damn study and who came. I'm telling you,
Not elite crackers.
not
Elite crackers.
Yeah, hunger pangs.
hunger pangs,
He's googling.
hunger pangs or pains. Hunger pangs and hunger pains are both acceptable phrases that describe a sudden or sharp feeling of hunger. However, in the medical field, there is a distinction between the two terms. Ooh, hold on, I got to read more.
I didn't even read.
We gotta
all
get
this.
to the bottom.
Well,
I
hunger
didn't even read all
pangs
this. I just
It's the
googled
Mandela
hunger
effect.
pangs to make sure it wasn't like to see if they were wrong. But
Oh man, yeah. This is like, first of all, hunger pangs. The definition for it is way too long. Like it's way longer than hunger pains,
Yeah.
which already pisses me off. I don't like it. I don't even want to acknowledge it. It is not my tribal chief. I'll read it though. Hunger pangs, a discomfort caused by hunger that is a phase. The term is often used literally to describe the gnawing sensation that occurs when your stomach is growling. I'm going to leave it there. There's a lot more.
Gnawing sensation.
Then hunger pains, it says, may be used in non-literary context to refer to actual pains, such as cramps that occur due to malnourishment. Feels like the same thing. I'll be honest
I
with you.
feel like it is hunger pangs, and just throughout the history of time, people were just like someone somewhere misunderstood it one time, and then from then on, it became hunger pains.
I mean, it feels logical to call it hunger pains.
Yeah,
I'm hungry, and this is painful.
Yeah.
when I You know what it was? I think I was like having pains like in my stomach the other day or something, and
Probably should get that checked.
yeah, I looked it up. I was like, I think I might have Googled like what could cause this or whatever, and it comes up with hunger pangs. I'm like, what? And then so I had to Google. Then I Googled.
I'm surprised that came up and not like cancer.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like the WebMD. It's
Well,
like
then I Googled. Then I Googled hunger pangs or pains. And it was like, that's how I found out. It's hunger pangs, which
funny.
I assume that's what it is. And just throughout time, people were like, you know what makes more sense? Hunger pain.
Not accepting it.
I can't get over the gnawing. I've never described. I got a gnawing in my stomach.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe it as that. It's like I had, you ever take like medicine on an empty stomach?
Yeah.
I was just feeling that like throughout the day. So I was like, and the last time I had that, I had COVID. So I had to like double check. But we're good.
Well, I got vacation in 3 days, sir.
You're going to Florida. They don't even think COVID's real. You're all right.
That doesn't mean I can't have it. I just don't want to feel bad. I could have COVID. I just don't want to feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's, hunger pangs. The more you know.
That's interesting.
I'll never call it that again.
No, that's weird. All right.
With gnawing.
That's all I got.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks. Bye.
Yep, hit it.
That's it.
That's it. No, it's over.
So
We're done.